everyone, Tyson Gaming here, and welcome to the first episode of my Pokemon Red Randomized Nuzlock. Obviously, we're jumping back quite a few generations, considering last time we wrapped up our Pokemon White 2 Randomized Nuzlock, and now we're jumping back all the way to Generation 1 with Pokemon Red. Obviously, just like last time, this is completely randomized. I have no idea what we're going to encounter. I don't even know what my starters are yet. But I have a few guesses that what they could be, and it is much more likely that my guesses could be correct, considering we're only dealing with the original 151 Pokemon right now. But yeah, if you guys have never seen a Nuzlocke before, let me give you a quick rundown of the rules. Rule 1 is, in every route, I can only get one encounter, and basically that encounter is whatever I run into first. I either have to catch it or run away. Either way, once that encounter is used, I cannot catch anything else in that route. There are a few clauses that allow you to bypass that rule, but those consist of if you have the Pokemon already, like I have a Charizard and I encounter a Charizard, I can re-encounter, or if I have a Pokemon from that evolutionary line. Like say I have a Charmeleon and I encounter a Charmander, I am allowed to re-encounter until I get something new. The other rule is, and obviously the biggest one is, if a Pokemon faints at all during a run, it is considered dead and you can no longer use it. So of course you have to box it or you have to release it. Either way you can no longer use it. And that's obviously the vast majority of the rules I use. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, this is a completely randomized version of Pokemon Red. So I have no idea what my encounters will be, I have no idea what my team will look like when I get to going to do that. But yeah, obviously if you guys like what you see in today's video, make sure you hit the like button. Can we get over 15 likes for the beginning of my new Nuzlocke? Because honestly, this is probably one I've been looking forward to a lot. Mainly because I know this is probably going to be one of the more chaotic ones. Because Pokemon Red is a very broken game, especially for a Nuzlocke. And there's really two big reasons for that. The first one is basically if I get a Mewtwo at any point during this run, I basically win right then and there. Because obviously in this generation, Mewtwo is the most broken Pokemon in existence, and it's mainly because he has no counters yet. Steel and Dark types do not exist yet, they don't exist until the next generation. And obviously the only Pokemon that technically can counter Mewtwo are also half poison type, which obviously Psychic is super effective against. Like, let me put it to you this way. The only Pokemon in Gen 1 that can counter a Mewtwo is another Mewtwo. So if I run into a Mewtwo at any point and it's at random trainers, I'm probably going to lose right then and there. And obviously the second big reason why this generation is so broken for Nuzlocks is because one of the other big rules that I did not mention is that the Nuzlocke does not start until you get the Pokeballs. In this game, they do not give you any Pokeballs. You have to buy them. Yeah, your first Pokeball you have to buy from the mart after you get your Pokedex. So technically, in this game, if you're doing a Nuzlocke with that rule, the Nuzlocke will never start until you get your first Pokeball. And the only Pokeball you are guaranteed to get in this game is the Master Ball from Giovanni at Silphco. So technically, you could get all 7 badges first, and then go battle Giovanni and get your Master Ball. And then obviously then the Nuzlocke would begin after you're already so deep. But obviously that's a kind of a double-edged sword because at that time you'd only have your starter and you can't catch anything because once you get the Pokeballs again, Nuzlocke starts. Obviously, I'm not going to abuse that. The first instance I'm able to get Pokeballs, I will buy them, and I'll buy as many as I can just so I can start catching. So yeah. And as for schedule-wise, this series is going to go up every Tuesday. My schedule at work is going to be changed, so the schedule for this series is likely to change. But if there's any changes to that, I'll notify you via video or on Twitter. Which, by the way, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, it is @Tyson881. Go ahead and follow me on there for any future video updates. And obviously, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because obviously, if I do have to make any huge schedule changes for any video stuff, I will upload a video on that, so you definitely don't want to miss it. And again, you don't want to miss a single episode of this, because Honestly, this could either be a 3-episode series or 20. Just all depends on what happens. But enough of that all the way, that's all the junk. I'm more excited to get in and finally go see my starters, because again, I have no idea what they are. Like, I'm honestly really as much as I really would love a Mewtwo just so I can plow through this game, I really don't want to do that just yet. Yes, hello, Professor Oak. Let's see, what would be my number 1 pick? Obviously, my number 1 pick would be Charizard, because obviously Striker. Like, I feel like he'd probably be one of the better choices for this, or realistically, any legendary. Any legendary or starter would be amazing for this. And again, obviously Mewtwo would just be an instant cheat code and an instant win. Yeah, and oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, I named my cells red and blue. Because obviously this is what they are. They're red and blue legendary trainers of all time. Gotta respect their name. 3 Pokemon here. A serious Pokemon trainer. Also, guys, in the comments down below, let me know if you agree with this. I would love a little mini-series showing off more of Young Oak. Or, I guess, Sam. Because technically we got that in the Celebi movie, and then a couple specials back in the day. But we never seen him as, like, reigning Kanto champion. Because we never learned who the champion was in this generation. We know it's Oak. But who was it, like, after him? Because it wasn't Lance, because Lance was only Elite 4 when Red and Blue went there. So, who did Blue defeat to become champion? Or did Oak just retire and no one was strong enough to get past the Elite 4 to claim the title of champion? I imagine that's probably it. That Oak probably, like, retired, and for, like, 8 or so years, people have just not been strong enough to get past the Elite 4 to claim the title of champion until Red and Blue. Alright. Anyways, finally, 7 minutes in. Again, I'm sorry about making this drag on, but obviously, episode 1s are always just kind of laying the groundwork, laying out my rules, and just kind of explaining everything for schedule-wise. But we're finally at the starters. What are we gonna get? I would like Charizard. Okay, we got a Rhyhorn. Okay, Rhyhorn, good to know. That's not a terrible starter. I mean, it kind of is, because obviously any grass or water types, and I instantly die. We got here. Okay, we got a Gloom. Honestly, not a bad choice. Grass types in this generation are kind of meh. But you can get a lot of statuses with Gloom right away. And one of the most BS things in this generation is you cannot catch a legendary unless you have it asleep or you have a Master Ball. Because otherwise the Pokeballs will just miss repeatedly. Okay, so Rhyhorn, Gloom, and we got here. Charizard. Oh, Charmeleon! Hello! Hey, Striker! Oh wow, we actually got Charmeleon! We actually got Striker. Okay, cool, that's awesome! Okay, I gotta think about this. I'm gonna say Rhyhorn right off the bat is off the table. Like, as good as Rhyhorn and Rhydon are, obviously I won't see Rhydon until way late game. And any water and grass type, which is, like, obviously the most common typings in Pokemon, I will just die instantly. Gloom would be fun, and probably very good at catching Mons, considering it gets statuses, like Poison Powder, Sleep Powder. So that'd be good for catching Pokemon and catching legendaries. But obviously, since we are in Gen 1, and I am red, I have to go with Charmeleon. Especially with me, I have to go with Striker. So Striker, here we come, buddy. Gotta go with Striker. That is so awesome. Alright, Striker. Welcome back, buddy. Alright, and then he's gonna pick Gloom, right? Yeah. Because normally, obviously, Blue or your rival would pick Pokemon that's super effective against you. Because normally, what I would pick would be Bulbasaur, and he just picked, Wait, no. Wait, does Charmander usually sit here on the table? I thought Charmander sits down here. Or did they swap them when they remade it into Fire Red and Leaf Green? Oh well, either way, Blue, let's battle, bud. Come on, let's battle. Alright, sends out Gloom, and I obviously have Striker. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool, I already have Ember. Cool, I have pretty much everything I need already then. And he already has Stun Spore. Dang. Again, Gloom probably would have been a very good choice, especially with, you know, catching other Mons. But obviously between the two, Charmeleon and obviously a future Charizard, is just a much better choice than a Vileplume. And, okay, we already grew to level 7, just straight up skip level 6, that's fine by me. Yeah, you picked the wrong Pokemon, you should have picked the Rhyhorn. Ah, he said the thing, he said the thing. Alright, let's see here, am I healed up and everything? Alright, cool, what do we got here? Okay, we're up in attack. Charmeleon, okay. Okay. And obviously, since we are in Pokemon Red, there are no abilities yet. Like, abilities don't become a thing until... Yeah, it's Generation 2 where abilities are actually a thing. But alright, now we gotta head on over to Viridian City and get the parcel so then I can go buy Pokeballs. Obviously, I know I'm encountering something, but since I don't have Pokeballs yet, this does not count. Also, we got potentially a Wigglytuff. Actually, no, normally I would say that'd be kind of bad, but Wigglytuff gets Sing, so there's technically would be my catching Mon, which is definitely good. Because whenever you have a Nuzlocke, you always want, obviously, a Pokemon that can carry you, which I assume Striker will do, because that's what he does. And then you usually want a couple support Mons, and then a Mon that can, you know, be used to catch stuff. Usually it has, like, statuses, and just has generally weak moves that you can just use to weaken stuff down. Okay, since now I have this, I can go get the Pokedex. Okay, I can't buy a Pokeball just yet. The other thing I don't have to worry about in this game is held items. Pokemon can't hang on to items just yet. That, I believe, is not... Is that Pokemon Gen 2, or is that Gen 3 when they finally make that a thing, where Pokemon can use held items? I imagine that would be Gen 2, when they just introduce all that stuff like abilities, and obviously held items. Alright, what else can I get? Ooh, I can also get Hakai again! Hey, buddy! That'd be kind of cool to get Hakai. I mean, it'd be good and bad, because all he would have right now is Thrash. Because he does, and even then, he doesn't get any really good Water-type moves in this generation. Not that even if he had Water-type moves, he'd be overly good, too. Because since we are in Gen 1, this would be long before the Special and Physical split. If you guys don't know what that means, basically, even if... Which means... Okay, how do I explain this? Basically, depending on what type the move is, like if it's a Fire-type move or Water-type move, will determine if it is a physical move or a special move. And if that move falls underneath that category, it doesn't matter what the actual text says, it is physical or special no matter what. So for Fire-type moves, they are all special in this game. So even moves like Fire Punch are special, even if you know it says Punch, which we would know in the modern day is physical. Alright. Now let's get the Pokeball so we can officially go, not get the Pokeballs, get the Pokedex, so we can head back to Viridian City, buy Pokeballs, and get our first encounter finally. Oh yeah, I also forget what I can use in this game. I can use speed up. I forget I can use speed up more freely in this game than in than white 2. That's really because in this generation, my computer can handle it a lot better. Also, hello there. Thank you for the town map. Alrighty. Yeah, because again, still don't have any Pokeballs. Actually, is there there's always an item in the PC. Let me go get that real quick. Let's see here, what we got. Yeah, withdraw item. A max actually, I will take that. That would be a very, very good item if I was just doing a normal playthrough of Red. But obviously, again, since Pokemon faints, they're dead and I can't use them anymore, so that item... So Max Revives and just Revives in general are just completely useless to me. However, I can sell that for a good bit of money so I can buy a lot of Pokeballs. Okay, I can also get a Golduck. Honestly, I have everything that I could potentially get in this route, from the Wigglytuff to Gyarados, obviously Hakai, and then the Golduck. I think I want Wigglytuff the most. Oh, I can also get a... Oh, cool, so even if I chose Gloom, I could potentially get Striker anyways. That's cool. Which, I mean, it makes sense. We're probably gonna see, like, Charmander and Charmeleon and Charizard quite a bit through this playthrough. Mainly because, obviously, it's only the original 151. So you have 1 in 151 chances to see a specific Pokemon versus the other ones. Which obviously doesn't sound as good of odds, but when you compare to this to what I had to deal with back in Black and White 2, it's very good odds. But alright, first things first, okay, we have $3,000, I'm gonna sell my town map for another 2. Alright, because I don't think I can buy potions yet. Yeah, it's just that. So I'm gonna... I forgot I gotta constantly click on this. Okay, I'm gonna buy 23 Pokeballs. And then I'm gonna buy... antidotes, because in this generation, poison will kill you in the overworld, so I need antidotes, especially if I go through a Viridian Forest. But again, unfortunately, I cannot buy any healing items yet, because I won't be able to until I get to Pewter City. But anyways, let's dive into the grass and see what our first encounter will be. I'm hoping for Wigglytuff. Is that Ponyta or Rapidash? Oh, it's Rapidash. But that was a Ponyta cry. That was weird. Yeah, that was Ponyta's cry, not Rapidash. Oh well. Either way, it'll be another encounter. Unfortunately, I probably won't use it, because obviously I already have a good fire type, but at least it's another Mon that I can use. It is another Mon, and I will take it for right now. Okay, nope, I need to do that. Well, I forgot that everything's just in one place in the bag. Okay, Tail Whip, which obviously doesn't mean anything because all you have is Ember, and Ember is special, not physical, so Tail Whip literally does nothing. Okay, you also have Growl. Okay, so I'm only gonna again, Rapidash, a good Pokemon, but obviously I have the much superior fire type already. So I'm only gonna try maybe 2 more Pokeballs. If it doesn't get in, I'm just gonna forfeit the encounter, because I don't want to waste all my Pokeballs on a Rapidash, especially if I'm not going to use it. Alright, but it was caught anyways. Cool, got the Rapidash. Good, I didn't have to waste my Pokeballs. I'm gonna name you Dash. Alrighty. A pretty decent first encounter. And then could have gotten an... Would I have actually went after another Charmeleon if I would have encountered it instead of Rapidash? No, I'd probably just call Species Clause. Anywho, let's quickly go heal up at the Pokemon Center and then finish up getting our encounters around here. once we get to the last few encounters, I'll call it an episode, and then obviously next week we'll head towards Pewter City and take on Brock. I know obviously I said I'm not going to use Rapidash at all, but I'm going to keep it with me just for now. Just in case I need to swap out Striker. Alrighty, let's head on over here and see what we can catch. Second encounter. Oh, hi Dragonite. Hi. How you doing, Dragonite? Okay. I will definitely take this. Okay, agility. Okay, your speed's up, so you're definitely faster than me now. Leer. Actually, wait, what is Dragonite gonna know right now? Do you know Dragon Rage? Do you know Dragon Rage, good sir? Or do you just know Agility and Leer? I actually have no idea what Dragonite's gonna know at this level. For this last one, we use Ember since it's not gonna be super effective. Okay, he has Wrap. Oh, crap, I forgot. I forgot that Wrap is insanely broken in this generation. Can I still throw Pokeballs? Okay, cool. Okay, and it already has Thunder Wave. Okay, and he already has Thunder Wave. Good to know. Okay, Ember, bring him down to... Let me use Ember again. Okay, he uses Wrap, which is unfortunately very annoying. But luckily I can break out of Wrap by using Pokeballs, apparently. That's... very interesting, and... Sweet, we got Dragonite! Cool! Okay, very good second encounter. Very, very good. And obviously for Dragonite... like I always name them, I'm going to name him Spyro after Spyro the Dragon. Let's see here... Spyro... Okay, very good second encounter. Okay, I'm very excited for this now. So wait, we now have Charizard and Dragonite. Okay, my team is already shaping up to be very broken. The only problem is, again, Dragonite, while he is good, he's not as good as he is in future generations, because... Is there even any Dragon-type moves in this game? Does Dragon Claw exist yet? I know Dragon Claw might. Dragon Rage, I don't think it exists yet. But either way, Dragon-type moves are all special in this generation, and Dragonite is a physical attacker. So again, while he is good, that's mainly because he doesn't have any weaknesses, because obviously Dragon-type. But anyways, let's go see what we got for our next encounter. Hold on, actually, before we do that, I want to put Spyro up front since he has Thunder Wave. What do we have for our next encounter? A Clefable. Not good, not great, but I mean, he has Sing, so I will most definitely take it. Paralyze him with a Thunder Wave, and then I will use Wrap to weaken him. Okay, now we just sit here and calmly just use Wrap. Which, by the way, Wrap in this generation is insanely broken. Because if Wrap lands, the other Pokemon cannot do anything until it lets go. Like, this is one of the most broken moves in the entire game. And I have it on a very solid hook. And speaking of broken moves, we now have to deal with Minimize. Fantastic. So let's throw a Pokeball at him, pretty for best. Because there are several moves that are insanely broken, and Minimize is one of them. And here's another one, Sleep. Sleep is one of the most broken things in this generation, because there's a very good chance you will never wake up until you go heal at the Pokemon Center. Alright, cool. CLEFABLE's Clutch. Cool. Yes, I'm going to name him Sing, since that is mainly what I'm going to be using him for. Let's see, S-I-N-G. And let me head back to the Pokemon Center, heal up Spyro. Let's see, we're at 25 minutes into the recording, which for you guys would probably be about 24, honestly, because that's how much I cut down. So I think we will go and get the Viridian Forest encounter, and then call it an episode. Yeah, because I want to save actual Viridian Forest for next episode, and then next episode we will go take on Brock. But we already have a team of 4 already. And a pretty decent team of 4, honestly. Again, we have our 2 big carry mods in form of Dragonite and Charizard. I mean, he's not a Charizard yet, but hopefully I'll keep Striker alive long enough to do so. I mean, again, realistically, the only Pokemon that I'd be super terrified of running into right now would be Mewtwo. But then again, Spyro might have enough bulk to survive anything Mewtwo can do, and just do in a spam wrap. But alrighty, let's get our final encounter here. Before we do, isn't there like a item I can get over here? Potentially a Master Ball? Found a Great Ball! Perfect! That's actually amazing. I already got a Great Ball. But alrighty, let's get our next encounter. And an Ekans. I mean, again, I can't really complain. At least not yet. Because as much as I would love to run into either Mewtwo, or the birds, my team is definitely not like in a good enough position to be able to compete with them just yet. Like, I definitely need to get through the forest and train up more. Like, Ekans, get in the Pokeball. You are an Ekans. Okay, Leer. Alright, I'm just gonna start using a Wrap because I don't want to waste any more of my Pokeballs, really. Alright, now we're down a little bit. Let's throw another Pokeball. Again. So, after I catch this Ekans, this will be the last encounter I can get until after I beat Brock. Yeah, because the routes after Viridian Forest is the same one before. It's both Route 4. Yeah. Alright, for Ekans, I'm actually going to spell this correctly. Now some of you are probably saying, wow, Tyson, you're very creative naming Ekans Snake, considering what it is. I mean, yeah, it is very creative, considering Ekans is just Snake backwards. Fun facts. I'm misspelling it correctly now. What else could I have gotten here? What else could I have gotten? Just out of curiosity before we end the episode, back at the Pokemon Center. No? Don't want to show anything? Yeah, where are all the Pokemon? There it is. Alright, what else can I have gotten? Again, I could have gotten Hakai. Don't worry, Hakai, before this runs over, you will be back on the team again. And I will give you redemption for White 2. But alrighty, that will do it for today's episode of Pokemon Red. And again, a little bit slower because obviously it's the first episode and I want to kind of lay out the groundwork of how everything's going to work. And obviously get all the encounters I can. Which I technically did because we can't get any more encounters until after we beat Brock. So next episode we'll be heading through Viridian Forest, training up and getting ready to take on Brock. But again, amazing encounters today. We got Striker right off the bat as my starter, which I was really hoping for, and thankfully I got him. We got a Dragonite already, one of the most broken mons in this game because he has... Actually, no, he does have a weakness, but there's only three Pokemon of that. So, Seal, Dugong, Jinx, and Articuno. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys like what you see in today's video, make sure you hit the like button. Can we get over 15 likes for this at the beginning? Because I really do feel like this is going to be a good series. Also, comment down below who your favorite team member is so far. Obviously, mine is Striker. And also subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm trying to hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year. And you definitely don't want to miss a single upload. But with that all said, thank you so very much for watching. And I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.